Flush Tube, Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches, and I'm bringing you my weekly cross stitch update, which is my end of October summary. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're returning, I really appreciate it. Sit down, get a cuppa, relax, do some stitching, and hear what I've been up to. And if you're a new friend, then welcome. I hope you like what you see. And if you do, please subscribe and like and tell your friends. I'm really enjoying getting out there to the wider community, and I appreciate all the referrals that I get. It's really great. And when I get to the magical 1,000 number that Facebook sets, I'll be able to do a few more cool things, which will be particularly helpful for showing fabrics and things. All right, so let's get started. I am in my stitchy spot today. My stitchy spot is in our lounge room, but there's no one home. And so I've been able to come and film out here, which is great. So in the month of October, I had a very good stitchy month. I was driven very well by the challenges. I felt like each week I wasn't doing great, but when you add up my totals, it's actually been my second best month of the year. I did 22,649 stitches. Now, I don't say that to brag. I say that because I am fascinated by data. I am fascinated by seeing now how a little bit of effort every day can lead to great results. So last week, since I've seen you, I only for me, 3,876 stitches. And I worked on a couple of pieces to really try and finish off some prompts. And my local retreat happened virtually, so I had a couple of prompts there to fit things in. I was doing my knock it over. Didn't get any others finished, I don't think. No, not this week. But I'm still focusing on those pieces, and I had to flick back to my zombie runs as well. So what have I worked on? Well, I was doing some work on Joy to the World by Twin Peak Primitives. Really cute. It's a freebie. I think it's available on their website. I just love it because yes, it has houses and I love houses. It's also my wintry snow piece, and I was using it for a prompt where I had to stitch in white thread. So you'll see the before and after this, but this is where I'm up to. And I'm actually just starting on the white, and I've been working on the whites, filling in around the windows. So I've only done 202 stitches on that one this week, but it is definitely going to be getting some more love soon. So that is my Joy to the World. Now, possibly time to talk about project bags, since I've got them here. This, for any Aussies, is from Daiso. I love it. Can you see that it's a mesh weave? It's not so much plastic. I mean, I know it's plastic, but it's a breathable mesh. Love them because you can see through them and they breathe, and they're not the sticky vinyl. So I just have everything in there. Even that's my 8x8 Q-snap fits in it perfectly. So I strongly recommend them. Unfortunately, they really only come in grey. Why not beautiful, pretty colors? Just to be annoying to me, undoubtedly. All right, next we have got a Halloween piece I've been working on, also by Twin Peak Primitives, a very scary Halloween mini-series. And this one I was working in particular on the middle. And I guess if you count that as a partial finish, I did have a finish because we now have got, I can't see if you can see, the middle finished. I had to make up my own colors for a lot of it because the color chart wasn't correct. So now we have got the cute dog and the cat pumpkin, and we've got my two little gnomes working on the pumpkins. And now I'm working on the top part, which is a pair of witches having tea with a black cat. So that's still on my goal to get finished. Some of you might be wondering, well, knock it over, how did I go with it? And I'll give you a summary at the end, but I never expected to finish all 18 that I set my goal for. Those 18 are for the year, but I did want to finish as many as possible. So this goes into a project bag. I'm just sliding off my lap, I'm not reclined. Made by Silks for You, and it's got pretty fabric on it. And it is done up with a thread keep or a needle pull, zipper pull that's made by my friend Michelle, and I will write up the name of her Etsy shop. She's started making cute little ones. I have done some work for Zombie Run on my alphabet sampler, and I am still nowhere near caught up with this, but I'm making some progress. So I was working on this part down here, which is the letters P, Q and R, and you can see that we have got P, Q and R done now, and just starting to work on the fancy floss between them. So this is what it looks like in total so far. So I've just got one more column, which are 3 more sections to do, and then my whole piece of alphabet sampler and alphabet will be done. So that is a goal to get done by the end of the year. I'm just a little bit behind. I think we're up to letter U. So I need to do some work, some focus work on that, but now it's a new month, new Zombie Run. See where that takes us. I did about 400 stitches on that one. My fairy tale village, I can actually show you a decent picture today because there's one in here by Brazat's Fairy Tale Town. It's really long. Here it is. Beautiful village that I love. Love, love, love. Just don't love, love, love the pattern. This is where I'm up to. I was working on the green trees around here, filling in this part, did the rest of the tower. So just continuing to work my way across. Did the 412 stitches. And this one fits into a project bag by Teaser Handmaids, and hers are a bigger size, so the 11 by 8 fits in it really nicely. So thoroughly recommend Teaser Handmaids on Etsy. Okay, the next one, secret model stitch, but I'm going to show you just the start. There you go. Gave it away, didn't I? I did 200 and something stitches on that, 212, and I need to be working on that, so it's going to cramp my style for the next few days, but I need to get that one done. Then I spent a lot of time working on Anzac by Long Dog, and my Anzac I did about 1,000 stitches on, and I'm working, well, I think I might have changed where I was working. Yeah, I did change where I was working. I was working down here around the shark, and then I've just moved over here to this side. So the bit you see is possibly not everything that I've done. This part up here is where I was working most recently. So it's starting to look good. Now, just a quick minute interruption, jumping across sections, but because it's here, I got hauled. This is my new lap frame that I got from Amazon or AliExpress for about $30. I'm lovingly calling it the Nimbus 3000 because it is awesome. It is perfect for my recliner. I don't know if you can see, if I hand out the way. See how wide my arms chairs are? They're really wide. So they make stitching on my Lowry not very user-friendly. So I have got my Nimbus 3000, and one thing I love about it, not really, but it comes with its very own extra bit that reminds me of a snorkel. What lap frame do you need? Do you have that has a snorkel attached? I know, I'm a goose. So it's just one random extra bit, but I love it because it's lightweight, and you know it's about about 15 by 15, I think, and it's really, really good, easy to get to the back. Love, love, love it. Thoroughly recommend it. So it's got my Anzac on it because it's a goal to finish for the end of the year. All right, 2 more whips. Here's my haul, just sitting on top of them. The rest of my haul. I did works as I said, on my zombie run. Stitching time, got lots of love, more black. I'm actually down to 16,000 black stitches to go, which means I really need to keep working on it to get to my goal by the end of the year. Okay, haul. A few things. So I got my frame. I got my beautiful Weeks Dye Work colours of the month from Threads in Time in Tasmania. I got my colouring cottons and my classic colourworks. So enjoying building up these sets. Looking forward to starting to design with them sometime. Also got my next silks for you. I don't think I showed these to you. And if I showed you last time, I apologise. You get to see them again. Aren't they pretty? So they're the normal colours. The regular colours rather than the special dye. I also bought something from the newest cross stitch shop in Australia, and it's an online shop and it's run by Teresa Craig, who is a Facebook floss tuber, and she's wonderful. She's so energetic and vibrant. So she's daisychainstitchery.com, and I got this from her, Isabella Ufendal, the chart. I like these old samplers. I hadn't been brave enough to do them, and she had this one available, and I thought, you know what? I may as well give it a whirl. So I'm not sure if it's going to get started next year, but I have the chart now. I know Teresa's working on her sister, so it's exciting. And the last thing I got, equally exciting, is my planner ready to put the inserts in for next year because of my plans that I have for how I'm going to video. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. What are my plans? Well, it's November and just done an 1.5 hour video for November. There is so much happening. My life is going to continue to be driven by the challenges. Pop culture is about musical movies, so it's right up my genre. There's about 25 musical movies that I can stitch for. There's a really cool event this day in history, so I'm going to try and double dip as much as I can across to this day in history. Obviously I've got my zombie run to knock over and daily 30 as well to try and double dip. No New Start should be easy because it's got a blackbird for the sale, so I should actually enter it this time. And the other thing is just keeping up with all the games. Oh my goodness, they've all launched things today. So I've cut back on my games. I've found the ones that work best for me. So I'm still in the pirate ship, Pirates Ahoy. Love my ship, love my crewmates. Just stepped down from being captain, so I didn't have to run it. I'm the first mate, so I help the captain, and that's suiting me better. I am enjoying stitching in the Survival of the Stitchiest, and my group has just reached the capital, so we've traveled for 60,000 stitches to get there. So now we get to go shopping and meet the regent, so there's lots to be done there. And also in Utopia, or is that Utopia? No, that's Utopia, sorry. In Survival of the Stitchiest, we're just starting on a new warrior and healer challenge, so that's going to keep me busy for the week as well. So lots and lots happening. I've been busy with PADDOCKLANEDESIGNS, so if you're not interested in any business talk, thanks for watching the floss tube part. I'm just going to quickly go through now and show you some of the things that are going to be appearing in Etsy, and I'm endeavouring to launch a website for PADDOCKLANEDESIGNS this week. So keep your eyes open for that. So just let me get this bag. This is your sneak peek, because I have been a busy girl. I have been pretty much a very busy girl. Well, I didn't knock you over again. And I have been dyeing lots of things that I just need to get up onto the website. You know, there's that one and all these. So many different things. So with my dyeing, I do dye lots of different counts and lots of different fabrics. We've got 8 Aida, 16 count Aida. We've got 14 count opalescent. Don't know if you can see this shiny. We've got more 16 count. So I'm just giving you a quick flick. We've got this, I love this one. Look at that. And look at the other side. Very, very autumnal. Another opalescent 14 count. Another beautiful 16 count. So these ones are very much 14 count opalescent. Look at this one too. Those colorways just came out beautifully. Haven't named them yet. That's coming. But they're just to give you an idea of what you can look out for. Probably on my website for these ones, in all honesty. Yeah, so that's 16 count and 14 count opalescent that I dyed in that lot. Lots and lots and lots there. Then I did do some opalescent 28 count even weave. So I did quite a few in that colorway, not colorway, that fabric. And in particular, I dyed a few for a friend. She wanted something quintessentially Australian. And they've ended up looking a bit like Neapolitan ice cream. So I don't know if you can see, you got chocolate, your strawberry, your mint, and then your, I don't know, blueberry or whatever. So I've got that one in an opalescent. And I think that's all. Oh no, here's another one. And a nice bluey in the 28 opalescent. My sizes tend to be two things, either a fat quarter, which is an Australian fat quarter, which is about 50 by 55 centimeters, which is about 20 by 22 inches. So it's a different sort of fat quarter to America. And I worked out it's because of the size of the bolts. The bolts here in Australia sometimes are 110 centimeters and sometimes 140. And the 140s get you that US size fat quarter. But the 110s, you can only get the Australian size. So there you go. We also have got some even weaves, most likely in 32 count, I think, from memory. So we've got the Neapolitan ice cream with that one. So they're either the fat quarters or these ones are smaller. They're not really fat eights, but they're just, like, can you see the size? Just a decent little size. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a sunset. So these are the ones I've got in the even weave. So beautiful. I just love, 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 love them. I've got to work out which ones I want to stitch on next year. Nice pale blue. Then nice brown. And then I think we might be getting into the linens. So I've got linens in 32 and 36 count at the moment, and I will be getting some 40 count. So I think these are the 36 count linens. Look at that one, nice and ghosty. That's another even weave. It's a big pile. I've got a lot of work to get these up and listed. So then we go to 36 count linens, which I did in a bunch of really nice pastel colors because they're good for samplers. Yellow. Two more. Beautiful minty green and a lovely pale blue. So that, my friends, you're going to see appearing very soon, as soon as I pull my finger out, on my new website. So thank you for watching that. I have new designs in the work as well. I have got the kits getting ready to be made that will be available for purchase soon. So I thank everyone who has been spreading the word about how wonderful they're finding the fabrics and the designs, and please keep doing so. Paddock Lane Designs at Etsy at the moment. I do have a Facebook group as well, which is where you get to get the first sort of knowledge of things going up. And the other thing is very exciting is that I have been asked to be the Australian supplier for a new sale that's starting in January. It's by the Witch's Garden Crafts, who's an American designer, and she's doing a tarot card sale. So she's going to do, I think, 12 of the major arcana cards, and she dyes fabric for that in America, but she supports smaller businesses in the UK and Australia by asking us to dye the fabric for the local customers. So if you're interested in doing a tarot card sale, you can look for it on Facebook. It's under Tarot Card Stitch Along. It's run by Witch's Garden Crafts. I'll put all this information in the information box below. And if you want some fabric for that, you just have a look at my site if you're in Australia, or anywhere else really. I can send anywhere, and tell me which colorway you want, and I will be dyeing them in those colorways. So each piece will be bespoke, as is all my dyeing, but I will be trying to make it match the general idea and colors of the piece. All right, friends, that's it from me for a week. Next week it'll be our usual Jenny and Lisa catch up, so you can look forward to that. And until then, happy stitching, everyone. Bye.